2020. For most people, I know it was the year of confusion, the year of doubt, very, very uncertain times. And so I do not at all in this video want to make lightly of what the year was. I also, though, want to recognize it for what it was for me, as a way of healing and growth and just what it needed to be for me so that 2021 did not have the same mistakes. So 2020 for me was the year of vision, more specifically clarity. It was the year of loss, grief, and mourning, which then became the year of humility. A very humbleness within the loss, the grief, and the mourning. It was also the year of refinement, a purification, if you will. What I feared most became reality, and what I loved left. What I needed, though, it grew and manifested and has become part of my lifestyle. The enemy would like for nothing more than me to focus on the valley of what was the past 9 months. I turned 31 and am still struggling after 3 years with infertility. My career and everything I depended on as a teacher was compromised. My family was divided, and I fully believed that it was my fault. Loved ones went to heaven. Dear friends of mine had become sick. Their family members had become sick, and they even lost family members of their own. Gathering for worship, word, and fellowship jeopardized, completely made different. I began truly prophesying into the next day. After years of battling anxiety and depression, I found unwavering strength and peace. It didn't come as I expected it to. After years of thinking that we had it all together, I found renewed intimacy and partnership in my marriage. It did not come as I expected it to. After years of taking things for granted, this year brought me second chances, gratitude, and respect. Joy has been birthed in my heart, and it didn't come as I expected it to. I view my life and self blessed. I reflect on the past so that it can influence the future. I have realized who and what deserves my energy, and I am okay because He promised that I would be. Early on in 2020, some devastating things happened to my family, and I began putting myself during quarantine in a construction mode. I wanted to restructure my ways of thinking and become into a more peaceful and brighter way of living. I did not want to struggle anymore with the roller coaster of thoughts and emotions that the devastation to my family had brought. I did not want it to control my every move. So I've decided to share my story. And what you'll find out through this website is that this story is many stories. It all comes together to make up a way that God is trying to transform me, my family, and maybe even you. My faith has been questioned this year, but I know now that it is bigger and deeper than it ever has been. I'm so thankful for this year. As a matter of fact, thankfulness is an understatement. 2020 served me well. God's voice has been a megaphone. I will never forget His goodness, and I will constantly tell the world how He has changed me, how He has raised me, how He has given me everything that I need to move forward. I am still very nervous and, in a way, scared to share these stories. And He's giving me strength to do that. He's giving me the words and wisdom so that I can help others. Because I would be crazy to think that I am on this journey alone. or that I am the only one experiencing this journey. My journey is not just about me. It's about you too. I have been changed and am being changed to be a change. I am delivered to be deliverance. I am healed to bring healing. And I am blessed to be a blessing. As scary as it is, I know that I have to share these stories. Disclaimer though, it's a very messy ride. It's sad, it's awkward, it's lonely, and most of all, it's flawed. But it's mine. It's raw, it's honest, and it's real. It's mine. It's also exciting. It's also rewarding. And it's mine. Your questions, they are expected, but rude comments are not wanted. Your prayers are appreciated. Hate is not. I invite you to jump on the ride. Buckle up. Keep your hands and feet in the vehicle at all times, because 2021 is going to be the biggest adventure of my life and your life. So you may be wondering, what exactly is this website? What exactly is Prophesy into Tomorrow? I like to think of Prophesy into Tomorrow as the pit or the valley. And the reason I say pit is because that's the acronym for Prophesy into Tomorrow. I found myself in deep prayer and fasting and really just seeking God for a way out. And He made it very clear to me that I did not need to come out of that just yet. He wanted to change me and my thoughts. He wanted to make me better because of the bitter things. I began journaling and writing music and recording some things that I thought at some point maybe I would like to share with my family, with some friends that I knew were also struggling with things because of quarantine and because of how the world was changing. I was also at the same time believing for one of the biggest miracles in my life. Prophesy in Tomorrow is actually the title of a song that I had listened to in one of those prayer and fasting moments. And it just reminded me, I'll link it here below, but it just reminded me that your tomorrow is not changed unless you speak about it today. I can't change tomorrow. So then this whole concept of sharing the word and sharing my experiences began to be birthed and grow. And throughout the past 9 months, I have been building a collection of content to be able to share with the world so that I can have this as a way to return to some moments in my life that were very hard, but then also use those moments to help other people who may also be struggling with those things. Anxiety, depression, their biggest fears about their family or their marriage, infertility, or any type of struggle with children, their careers, worship, their faith. So here on The Pit, you are going to hear prayer, you're going to hear worship, and you're going to hear some real and raw and vulnerable stories about things that I didn't think I would ever share. I encourage you to just browse through the website. You may even see some vlogs that are funny, tutorials of some sort where I think that I can do makeup and I think that I can do hair, or DIY projects, decor for your home, whatever it is. You're going to see a variety of things here on the website. So I encourage you to share it. You know somebody who's going through some of the same things that I've faced through 2020, then I encourage you to send this link to them so that way they can hear and know that they are not alone. I'm not saying that Kristina has all the answers, but I know who does, and he has helped me tremendously. And so I want to be able to show that and share that with someone else. Let's allow this to become a community of believers who are willing to share their stories. I invite you to get with me. Let's connect and let's share your story as well. So, you know, if you want that to be a blog post where people read about your story, or if you want that to be a vlog post and you video your story, it's completely up to you, but I would love to hear from you. I would love to grow from your story and allow God to change me because of what you've went through as well. Love you guys, and I thank you so much for your support and for your comments, questions, and concerns. I also look forward to discovering what God is doing in today's time.